The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Chapter 1. A Tiny Egg. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. It was a warm summer night, and the forest was alive with the sounds of crickets chirping and leaves rustling. This egg, however, was special. It was small and white, nestled snugly on a green leaf, high in an old oak tree. The forest around the oak tree was home to many creatures: squirrels chattering in the branches, deer quietly grazing in the meadows, and a myriad of birds filling the air with their songs. But among all these residents, no one noticed the tiny egg, nor could they have guessed the adventure it would soon set off. As dawn broke and the first rays of sunlight filtered through the trees, the egg began to move. It wobbled gently at first, then more vigorously. Finally, with a small cracking sound, a tiny caterpillar emerged. This caterpillar was no ordinary caterpillar. It was destined for a journey unlike any other. Chapter 2. The First Day. The newborn caterpillar was very hungry. Its first instinct was to eat, so it started to nibble on the leaf it was born on. The leaf was tender and fresh, and the caterpillar ate and ate until there was nothing left. Feeling a bit more satisfied, the caterpillar looked around. It saw a world full of vibrant colors and tantalizing scents. It knew that it needed to eat more to grow, so it set off on its first adventure. The caterpillar crawled to a nearby bush with bright red berries. It nibbled on a berry and found it deliciously sweet. After eating one, it moved to another, then another, and another. By the time it had finished, its tiny body had grown just a bit bigger. As the sun began to set, the caterpillar found a cozy spot under a large leaf and curled up to sleep, dreaming of the next day's feast. Chapter 3. A Week of Feasting. Each day, the caterpillar woke up hungrier than before. On Monday, it found a juicy green apple. It ate through the entire apple and grew a little bit bigger. On Tuesday, it discovered 2 pears hanging from a low branch. It munched through both pears and grew a bit more. On Wednesday, it stumbled upon 3 plump plums and devoured them all. Thursday brought 4 ripe strawberries, which the caterpillar quickly gobbled up. By Friday, the caterpillar was feeling quite adventurous and found a patch of 5 oranges. It ate through all 5, savoring the tangy sweetness of each one. Saturday was a day of true indulgence. The caterpillar came across a picnic spread left by some children. There were slices of chocolate cake, ice cream cones, pickles, Swiss cheese, salami, lollipops, cherry pie, sausages, cupcakes, and slices of watermelon. The caterpillar sampled everything and grew bigger and bigger with each bite. By the end of the day, the caterpillar had a stomach ache. It found a green leaf, which seemed to be the perfect remedy. After nibbling on the leaf, the caterpillar felt much better and fell into a deep sleep. Chapter 4. A Big Transformation. When the caterpillar woke up on Sunday, it felt different. It was no longer small and hungry. It had grown to a remarkable size. It knew that something important was about to happen. The caterpillar found a safe spot on a sturdy branch and began to spin itself a cocoon. It wrapped itself in layers of silk, creating a snug and secure home. Once it was completely enclosed, it fell into a deep, transformative sleep. Inside the cocoon, the caterpillar's body began to change. It took time. Days turned into weeks as the transformation continued. The caterpillar's old body slowly dissolved, and a new form started to take shape. It was a miraculous process, hidden from the outside world. Chapter 5. Emergence. One sunny morning, after weeks inside the cocoon, the transformation was complete. The cocoon began to tremble and shake. A small crack appeared, then grew larger as the creature inside pushed its way out. Out emerged a beautiful butterfly. with delicate wings painted in vibrant colors. It was no longer the hungry little caterpillar. It had transformed into a magnificent butterfly. The butterfly spread its wings, drying them in the warm sunlight. When it was ready, it took flight for the first time. It fluttered around the oak tree, exploring the forest from above. The world looked different from this height, and the butterfly felt a sense of freedom it had never known before. Chapter 6. Exploring the World. As a butterfly, it experienced the world in new ways. It visited flowers of every color, drinking nectar and helping to pollinate plants. It danced in the air with other butterflies, enjoying the warmth of the sun and the gentle breeze. The butterfly traveled far and wide, seeing things it had never imagined as a caterpillar. It flew over fields of wildflowers, across rivers, and even visited gardens in nearby villages. Everywhere it went, it brought beauty and joy. One day, the butterfly returned to the forest where it had been born. It perched on the very oak tree where its journey had begun. The forest was just as lively as before, filled with the sounds of animals and the rustling of leaves. Chapter 7. A New Beginning. The butterfly knew its life had come full circle. It had grown from a tiny egg into a hungry caterpillar, then transformed into a beautiful butterfly. Now, it was time to lay eggs of its own. The butterfly laid several tiny eggs on the leaves of the oak tree, ensuring they were safe and hidden. It knew that these eggs would soon hatch into caterpillars, each beginning their own journey. As the butterfly fluttered away, it felt a sense of fulfillment. It had completed its life cycle and had helped to start the next generation. The forest continued to thrive, and the story of the very hungry caterpillar would begin again. And so, in the light of the moon, a new egg lay on a leaf, waiting for the adventure to begin.